The title of my album is Hello, My Name Is, and I was trying to figure out what the title would be, and I was having such a hard time defining the album as a whole. I started going through the songs and trying to pick out lyrics that stood out to me, and Hello, My Name Is, in this first single, Ready or Not, stood out pretty quickly as a great introduction to me and to my music. I think it's a great premiere album title. You're introducing yourself to the world. Believe it or not, it was High School Musical that did it for me. I don't remember what song it was particularly, but I remember that after I'd seen the movie, I was just thinking about, like, I could try writing a song like that. Like, I really wanted to write a pop song because all the songs that I'd written when I was younger always leaned pretty jazzy. And so I really wanted to try and write something mainstream and poppy. And so that was my goal for a little while after that. And now I think that I've come to a happy medium of both, where I can share my style, but hopefully put it in enough of a pop format that people can relate to it. Working with Iman Kiriakou and Evan Bogart was such a fun writing process.
Bridget, unbeknownst to her at the beginning, I think, brought this innate sense of pop magic to both lyric and melody when she came into the writing sessions.
Bridget's such a strong lyricist and melodicist. That's what made the process so great.
The writing process is so exciting, and it's always fun, and it's always inspiring, and it's always challenging. I think that you always want to make the song the best that it can be, and I have trouble because I want to always go with the first thing that I come up with. I want to just be like, well, you know, that's what the song's meant to be. Like, you gotta roll with it. And sometimes that's true, but then there are times when people are like, I think you can beat it. And that's the great thing with working with other people, is that they challenge you and then let you know which ideas are good and which ones aren't, and which ones that will make the song better. Well, Ready or Not was meant to be a bit of a girl empowering song, and I consider myself to kind of have been that girl sitting at the curb waiting for the world. I was kind of a shy little girl who loved music and wanted to be a ballerina, and so I think that it's a great message to say to just go for the things that you want to take charge in.
Like the way we were working with Bridget, her voice was coming across in this very kind of like swaggy, almost like dance hallish British pop vibe.
Bridget's vocal ability is it's pretty wide. I mean, she can sound like a young, cool, street R&B British singer, and then she can sing a big, giant, powerful ballad like All I See Is Gold. She has such an amazing range of vocal ability.
I think it's just important to be playful with your voice and your music, and I wanted to try making it really poppy and quirky and kind of out there, and I think that if you can try on those different things for songs, then it's worthwhile.
She just goes for it. It's kind of like unapologetic and uninhibited. She just goes for it. And I think that actually played into Bridget feeding off of the vibe of the song, and she went into the booth to do the bridge to lay down a scratch, and just was so magical that, you know, when we went to go cut the song for real, she could never top the magic of that day, and we just kept the scratch vocal on the bridge. It's crazy, when we start writing a song with Bridget, you always know that the little light bulb has gone off in her head, because all of a sudden she's just like furiously typing at her computer, like, and all of a sudden she'll turn it around and it'll be like a book was written.
And I remember on Hurricane, we had come up with a concept and what the song was going to be about. And while Evan was saying, the song should be this, and it should be da-da-da-da, and she was typing the whole time. And by the time he finished, she turned her computer, how's this? And she had the entire verse written.
The song Hurricane is about a stormy relationship where this girl is kind of overwhelmed by the drama of a guy and how he keeps saying, like, oh, it's gonna be better, and you know, we're gonna be in the clear, and then each time something pops up again that makes her wonder if they should really stay together.
You know, with Hurricane, you know, I feel like we had a really solid chorus and a great concept, and the melodies were amazing. We knew where we were going. We just couldn't figure out how to deliver the verses.
And I said to her, would you mind, you're gonna think I'm crazy, but would you mind try rapping this? And she jumped up, went in the booth, rapped the verses, and what you hear on the record is actually her first pass ever attempting rapping.
I'm flopping on my bed like a flying squirrel, like a little girl hurt by the big bad world.
I think this music process has been all I could ever dream it to be and more, honestly, because my biggest fear going into it was that the music wouldn't be something I'd be proud of, and it really is something that I'm proud of, and it really is something that I want to share with people, and I've really tried to be involved in so many different details of the process that I make sure that it's all me.
This album, all the songs on the album that we did together are very much her.
These songs are hers, and they're unapologetically hers. They represent what she feels and who she is as an artist, and the way she delivers them are so unique to who she is as an artist that's what I'm proud about. I'm proud that we didn't try to make her into something that she's not. Iman and I just helped her become the greatest version of herself.
I think the fear when writing a song is always that the outside world won't think it's as awesome as you do. It goes from being something that's very much for me and for the other writers who wrote it with me into being something that's for everybody else. You would never think that this thing that you just created in a small room with like 4 other people would be something you'd get to share with so many other people.